Hello students, welcome back to eBengal. Today's video is going to be very useful for the class 8 students of West Bengal board because I'm going to explain the question answers of model activity task geography. So in question number 1, choose the correct answer from the given alternatives. Okay, that means MCQ is here. The first question is the planetary wind that blows from the tropical high pressure belt to the equatorial low pressure belt is known as. So, what is the name of the planetary wind that blows in between tropical high pressure belt and equatorial low pressure belt? So, the options are southeast trade wind, northeast trade wind, southwesterly wind, northwesterly wind. So, the correct answer is option B, northeast trade wind. Question number 1.2. Choose the correct pair. There are 4 pairs given in the option A, B, C and D and we have to choose the correct one. Number A, thunderstorm with torrential rain, cirrus cloud. Means cirrus cloud causes torrential rain with the thunderstorms? No, it's false. The process of changing of water vapor into water droplets, that is evaporation. So can you please tell me guys, evaporation is the process of changing of water vapor, that is gas, into water droplets, that is liquid? No, because evaporation is the process of changing water into water vapor. Okay, that means liquid to gas. So this pair is also not correct. Option C, rain shadow region, windward slope. Actually, leeward slope is known as a rain shadow region. So this is not the correct answer. Option D, the lowest air pressure at the center of the cyclone, the eye of the cyclone. So in between the cyclone, actually there is lowest air pressure found, which is also known as the eye of the cyclone. So this is the correct pair. Question number 1.3, very easy question. The largest freshwater lake in the world is Huron, Erie, Superior, Michigan. Superior is the largest freshwater lake in the world. Moving to the next section, that is fill in the blanks. Question number 2.1. The local wind that blows over northwest India is Lu. Number 2.2, the line joining points of equal rainfall on a map at a given time is known as isoheight. Actually, isoheight is the line which joins points of equal rainfall on a map at a given time. Okay. Similarly, isobar is a line joining points of equal pressure on a map at a given time. On the same way, isoheight is a line joining points of equal rainfall on a map. Question number 2.3. Which desert, one of the driest places in the world, is located on the western part of the Andes mountain of South America? That means which desert is located on the western part of Andes mountain of South America? The answer is Atacama Desert. Okay. Moving to the next section, that is answer the following questions briefly. 3.1. Why is dairy farming developed in the prairies of North America? We know that dairy farming is very much developed in the prairies of North America, and here the question asks why it is so. The temperate grasslands of North America are known as the prairies. They are regions of flat, gently sloping or hilly land with grass up to 2 meters high, and they are called seas of grass. Actually, the temperate grasslands of different regions have different names. So, what is the name of temperate grasslands of North America? It is known as prairies. Remember that. Prairies are regions of flat, gently sloping or hilly land. The land is actually flat, not so steep slope found there. Gentle slope is found there, and the land is hilly but not so hilly, and there are grasses up to 2 meters high, and they are called seas of grass. Okay. Areas where rain is little or unreliable and the grass is short and sparse are used for cattle rearing on large cattle farms called ranches that are run by strong men called cowboys. Actually, areas where rain is little, that means areas of little rainfall, and the grass is short, that means in areas of little rainfall grass is short and sparse are used for the cattle rearing. That means those areas where rainfall is not much adequate, those areas where rainfall is not much adequate areas are used for cattle rearing on large cattle farms called ranches. That means large cattle farms in these areas are known as ranches, and they are run by strong men called cowboys. Dairy farming is a very important industry and a dairy belt. Actually, dairy belt in prairies stretches from the Great Lakes to the Atlantic coast in the east. Together with agriculture, dairy farming has encouraged the setting up of many food processing industries. That means, along with the dairy farming, food processing industries also developed there. Cattle and pigs are reared here is an improved manner to supply milk, dairy products, and meat to the towns around the lake. Actually, cattle and pigs are reared here to supply milk. That's why dairy farming is very much developed actually. Jersey cow is a special species of cow which produces more milk in the lake area, and sheep are also reared in the corners. Okay, the state of Wisconsin adjacent to Lake Michigan and Superior is called the dairy state because of its reputation for raising the livestock and dairy products. So these are the causes, or we can say these are the reasons behind the development of dairy farming in the prairies of North America. You can take up as a screenshot of this page. Next slide. Question number 3.2. Why write three geographical features of the world's largest river basin? We know that Amazon river basin is the largest river basin of the world, and the three geographical features of this river basin are as follows. Number 1, the Amazon basin is located in the equatorial climatic zone, and a lot of rainfall occurs there throughout the year. We know that equatorial climate type actually in the equatorial area, there is high temperature along with heavy rainfall every day. Due to the position of the Andes Mountains in the path of southeasterly trade wind flow, water vapor is obstructed in the mountain and causes heavy rainfall. So, due to the position of the Andes Mountains, water vapor is obstructed in the mountain and it causes heavy rainfall in that area, or we can say in that basin. The Amazon basin covers an area of 70 lakh 50,000 square kilometer. That means the area of the Amazon basin is 70 lakh 50,000 square kilometer. The amount of water flow per second is 2 lakh 9,000 cubic meters. So this is the actually volume of this basin, and the number of tributaries of Amazon river is more than 1,000. You can say, you can imagine actually how big or how large the Amazon river basin is. And these tributaries are quite long, similar to the Ganges river, or we can say Ganga river in India. So the tributaries of Amazon river are also very long. Next question, number 4. The areas located between the 30-degree and 40-degree parallels of latitude in both hemispheres are mostly affected by the shifting of air pressure belts. Explain with suitable examples. Actually, air pressure belts are shifting, and the areas which are located between the 30-degree and 40-degree parallels of latitudes in both the hemispheres are mostly affected by this shifting of the air pressure belts. Why? And explain. So this is the question actually. If the earth had not been inclined towards the sun, we know that earth is inclined. Okay, earth is not flat, earth is inclined on its axis. The pressure belts would have been as they are. If the earth had not been inclined towards the sun, the pressure belts would have been as they are. But it is not so, because the earth is inclined 23.5 degree towards the sun. On account of this inclination, due to this inclination, differences in heating of the continents, oceans and pressure conditions in January and July vary greatly. So, due to the inclination of the earth, the temperature, or we can say differences in heating of the continents, oceans and pressure conditions in the month of January as well as in the month of July vary. January represents winter season and July summer season in the northern hemisphere. Opposite conditions prevail in the southern hemisphere. When the sun is overhead on the Tropic of Cancer, that is on 21st June, summer solstice, the pressure belts shift 5 degrees northward, and when it shines vertically overhead on the Tropic of Capricorn, which is winter solstice, 22nd December, they shift 5 degrees southward from their original position. So what do we understand from this point actually? In the northern hemisphere, January, in the month of in the northern hemisphere, we feel winter season during the month of January, while during the month of July we can feel summer season. Okay, and totally opposite conditions prevail in the southern hemisphere. When the sun is overhead on the Tropic of Cancer, that is on 21st June, the pressure belts shift 5 degrees northward, and when it shines vertically overhead on the Tropic of Capricorn, which is on 22nd December, they shift 5 degrees southward from their original position. That means on 21st June, pressure belts shift 5 degrees northward, and on 22nd December, pressure belts shift 5 degrees southward. And the shifting of the pressure belts, this shifting of the pressure belts causes seasonal changes in the climate. Seasonal changes in the climate, especially between latitudes 30 degree and 40 degree. What our question asks is, the shifting of the pressure belts causes seasonal changes in the climate, especially between latitudes 30 degree and 40 degree in both the hemispheres. In this reason, the Mediterranean type of climate is experienced because of the shifting of permanent belts southwards and northwards with the overhead position of the sun. So, with respect to the overhead position of the sun, Mediterranean type of climate is experienced in the northern and southern hemisphere. During winters, westerlies prevail and cause rain. During summers, dry trade winds blow offshore and are unable to give rainfall in these regions. When the sun shines vertically over the equator on 21st March and 23rd September, actually these are the equinoxes, the pressure belts remain balanced in both the hemispheres. So we can say that during the equinox period, that is 21st March and 23rd September, when the sun shines vertically over the equator, the pressure belts remain balanced in both the hemispheres. They doesn't shift on that time. They only shift during summer solstice and winter solstice. So this is all about this model activity task. Thanks for watching guys. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.